My mind is fixed on Suthsexe. Basim and I have a chance to save Sigurd, but we will need an army.
That is for you to decide. The more alliances you have, the better your chances at victory.
I will go now, and I will bring Sigurd back with me. That is a promise.
Good. I will send word to our allies at once. Meet with Basim when you can. He should be in Croydon by now.
Alright, so hello everybody, welcome back to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. As you can see, we're heading in to rescue Sigurd. I guess this would be the closest one. So I have a question for you guys, anybody who's watching this. Leave a comment down below to answer. Do you care about the mysteries? Because like as it's been going so far, we pretty much had 1 week where we do the main storyline, and then the next week is mysteries in whatever region we were in, right? And then out of those 6 videos, usually 1 or 2 of them are like miscellaneous other whatever, right, that I throw in. Because if you don't care about the mysteries, I will start doing them offline again, and just say fuck it, and we'll just do the main quest lines on in the videos. I have no.
The breadbasket of Wessex, land of
I don't want to
plenty.
do that because I've been here before. Fall into that water and it takes a bit to get out. But like I want to say that I don't have any hard feelings either way, but I have technically feelings about it both ways, because on one hand, some of these are rather interesting. Like some of those mysteries are pretty interesting, and I think they make good for the video. Other ones, not so much. Now, obviously, the only way for me to know if they're good or not is to do them. And what I don't want to do is make a save, do a mystery. If I think it's enjoyable, you know, reload the save and then save it for in a video. I don't want to do that. That'll take a lot of time. But if you guys don't care about the mysteries, then we'll get through the main quest line faster. And I know that they've announced a DLC. I think they announced a release date, but I have no idea. It's like Wrath of the Druids, but I didn't actually pay any attention to like release date or anything for it. Now, my only issue with that is that obviously when because like the way we're doing it right now, right? If DLC drops, we'll still be playing the game probably. And then that gives the DLC time to come out, and then we'll play it as we play the game. But at the same time, that means that we're also taking forever to get through the game, right? Whereas if we just focus on the main storyline, we'll be done sooner.
To the ground. All those charred roof timbers.
Hang on,
really
I want to move away so that they'll stop
I
talking.
heard
But then on the other hand, right? Oh my god, people, shut up. I left. You shouldn't be talking anymore, or at least I shouldn't be able to hear you. But then, you know, to go with that, obviously we'd make it through the main storyline faster and we'd play the DLCs when they came out. But my issue with that is that when the DLCs come out, presumably we'd be in the middle of another game. So like, let's say we finish Valhalla here and then I decide to play, I don't know, I'm trying to think of what I have downloaded right now. I have like Sherlock Holmes downloaded, I have Resident Evil. So let's say we're in the middle of Resident Evil, right? It's like Resident Evil 0 or whatever. It's one of the 3 games of gold. I've never played the original Resident Evil, so I think it might be interesting. But like those are basically my 2 that I have lined up right this minute to replace Valhalla once it's done. But you know, since we're so far away from Valhalla, I say they're the 2 that I have lined up. They're just 2 of the games I have downloaded that I would be willing to do videos in. So like we could be in the middle of Resident Evil and a DLC for this comes out, and then the question is, do we stop Resident Evil to do the DLC in Valhalla, or do we finish Resident Evil and then come to the DLC? And that's an issue for me, because it's like, I don't, like, when the DLC comes out, I'd like to do it right away, but at the same time, I don't want to be halfway through Resident Evil and then have like a week or two of Valhalla, and then back to Resident Evil. Mainly because I'm not going to remember what the fuck I'm doing in Resident Evil, although it's the original Resident Evil, so I'm trying to escape the mansion and find everybody before they die. But I mean, whatever. And that would presuming that we even did Resident Evil, not Sherlock Holmes, because like Resident Evil, I don't know how long that game is. It very well may not be a very long game. I've only ever seen like the actual original one played, like on the original PlayStation. I don't think I've ever actually seen this remastered one made or played, so I don't know if it's the same length. Sherlock Holmes, though, I have to assume will be a rather long series. So yeah, like if we continue doing the mysteries as part of the videos, odds are we'll still be playing when the DLC comes out, or at least the first DLC. Hopefully we're not still playing by the second DLC. Good God. That's why I stopped doing one video a week in games, well, besides Dark Souls right now, but that's for a whole other reason. And made it so that I'm doing 3 so that I could get through games faster, because I started that during Origins, I think, because it was taking me way too long to get through any of the games. So switching to 3 videos a week, obviously getting through it 3 times as fast. So yeah, just comment down below on what you think, whether we should keep doing the mysteries as part of this, or whether you don't care and we should just do the main quest line. And honestly, give me your opinion on it now, since I'm talking about it, about whether or not, like, in the future when DLC comes out for this game. Because I will be doing the DLC. Like, don't just say, oh, just ignore the DLC, who cares? Because I care and I want to do it. And I want to do videos in it. Because for the most part, Ubisoft makes pretty good DLC. Outside of that one for Odyssey, I didn't really care for. But the other one for Odyssey, The Fate of Atlantis, was great. Same with like Origins, its first DLC was kind of meh. And then the second DLC, The Curse of the Pharaohs, was amazing. I loved it. And it wouldn't surprise me if that same thing happened here, where like the first DLC of whatever Curse of the is it Curse of the Druids really? Do they really have Curse of the whatever? But whatever, like the Druid thing, if it was kind of meh, and then the next DLC was amazing, that wouldn't surprise me. Unless you want to count the River Raids as the first DLC, it was free, but still technically DLC, and that was pretty meh. So maybe the Druid thing will be great. But yeah, whether or not you'd want it to be like in the middle, like if we're playing something else, stop and do the DLC when it first comes out, or just finish whatever we're currently doing. Just let me know on all that. So anyway, back to the actual game. Let's go and see what's up about saving Sigurd here. I don't know how much of our shit will come into play here. Oh, it's the dude from London. I recognize you, because you look like the Punisher guy. Apparently
Eivor,
not with there.
my second favorite Norse.
Must we always drift together on such violent tides?
That is the way of things. Yet the meeting of friends is a glimmer of light in these dark days.
Ever the optimist, though. It's good to see you both.
I brought no pleasant words, only my blade. Let's see which proves more useful.
Eivor, you giant steaming bowl of elk piss. King Oswald sends his regards.
I honestly don't remember that guy.
Brother. Or is it the other way around?
It's,
Oh,
good to see
okay.
you,
Never mind.
Eivor.
I do remember them now.
Oh, stop mewing like a heartsick kitten. He's been moping since the wedding.
There will be time later to reminisce. Are you madmen ready to spill some blood?
After that bastard Red, some nice soft Saxons will make easy meat for my blade.
So these two are the guys, if you don't remember King Oswald, I don't remember which region it was in, but he was marrying their sister, and they didn't want him to, and then there was like the whole thing with like the other guy who showed up.
You wouldn't be
and
the
was a real
first man
prick.
to fall asleep on watch, but you would be the loudest.
I did not mean to fail you, Guthrum Jarl. It was only for a moment. I was so tired.
As are we all, boy. We marched hard to get here. Still, let's not disappoint me again. You hear?
My Jarl, I'm sorry.
You must be Eivor. I've heard much of you, young one. They say you're something. We'll see.
Stay around a while and judge for yourself.
Oh, I will. Have no fear of that.
Eivor hopes to rescue Sigurd from the madwoman Fulke, now ensconced in Porchester Fortress. If you wish to crown yourself King of Wessex, Porchester must fall. An alliance here serves us both.
You promised a great army, but you couldn't breach a Crone's garden with what you have assembled here.
This is not the sum of my forces. Where are the rest?
Your allies are on their way. We must be patient.
We cannot wait for them. We march as soon as we're able.
With these numbers, are you keen to see Valhalla today?
I will not sit on my heels while Sigurd rots in that she-dog's care.
We might muster for an attack in the woods east of Porchester. But there are scouts between there and here.
Scouts I can manage. Point me at them and I will blind Fulke's eyes.
One walks the road between Briggsworth and Chichester. Another on the riverbank north of Crowley. A third keeps watch on the hills south of Croendene. But I warn you, these are all we know of. There may be more.
A risk we must take. I will find the scouts. You move the men into position near Porchester.
That is a rash gamble, Ravenfeeder. If we are spotted, we will be vulnerable.
If you want victory, come now or not at all. Every hour we waste could be Sigurd's last.
You had better be all they promised.
Alright, so I wonder if finding extra scouts will actually make a difference or not. That would be interesting. Now, I know that there are people that if you bring them... I can't remember. There was something where if you did this first, it was potentially like somebody could die and fuck up a quest later.
Basim, good to find you here. What news do you have?
Fulke remains at Porchester, just as we suspected. And as of 3 days ago, Sigurd was with her, alive.
That is the best news we could hope for. And how are you?
I am well, and keen to see my old friend again.
You'll be glad to see you, I'm sure. Guthrum Jarl, your second Soma, talked often of you and your conquests.
Oh, I know Soma.
They are all one in my memory. A single great battle that stretches from my first breath to the end of this sentence.
That sounds glorious. A living Valhalla.
Perhaps it does. But what happens when all the dead wear the same face, and their pleas become a senseless blare? Where did Torsten die? On a field or in a marsh? We were close as brothers once, yet I don't recall where or when.
Why did you come to my banner if you mistrust my judgment?
I want Porchester. You want what is held within her. And I will not become king by passing up chances like this.
Have faith, then. Together we will triumph.
Ah, faith. The most mysterious of words. They use it a lot here in Wessex. I'm not even sure what it means.
Okay. Have him. So that could mean that we do have other guys out and about, but obviously we haven't got everyone here, otherwise I wouldn't have had that whole conversation about where's the rest of my men. I'm not going to go for the treasures, by the way. That was just a check to see, like, if it would show me, because, like, every once in a while they'll ping, like, little blue ones that means that there's somebody I can talk to or something, but I'm not seeing it, so I'm going to assume that that's that. Okay. 300 meters away, that's not too bad. Okay, so now let's go get the scouts. Now, I have to assume that these are the only 3 scouts then that will make that we'll find. Because it says find and kill the scouts. It says scouts killed 0 to 3. So unless once we finish this, it will
Go. My
oh
eyes.
wow, way over there. Are you shitting me? That's where you're fucking alright. And you're starting the search way over here? Damn. Oh, unless that's one of the ones that, because there says that one patrols the road.
They said there would be a scout on this hill.
Yeah, it looks like there's one right there, but
I smell blood on the air.
I was gonna say that person looks dead.
Death is close. Did someone find the scout before me?
Yeah, it looks like these wolves dead. Oh my lord, alright. go. That'll take care of at least some of them. I love that ability. It's very risky to use it there. In a situation like that, obviously, because, like, there's a lot of them, and any one of them could hit me. Not to mention, I just realized that my bow has 0 arrows in it. Oh, I forgot to show you what I did. Oh. Okay, so... Nope, can't even... No, I can't actually do anything here to show you. Gotta wait until I end up back. I did all the fishing that I could do. I got the achievement.
Wolves. My work has been done for me.
I did do all the fishing. I did all of the fishing quests at the fishing hut that I could. There are still 2 left. But I can't do them because the fish that they require apparently just don't exist right now in the game. So until there's like another patch or something, I guess I can't finish that one. It's the big flatfish and the big mackerel. Apparently, neither of those will spawn for anybody. Now, I did read a couple things saying that there is a chance for the mackerel to spawn. It's just like so insanely low right now and in one location that it's just not worth it. And I agree, it's not. There's
A scout patrols the riverbank north of Crowley.
Okay, well, I mean, it's got to be this guy, right?
Fulke's scout. Right where Basim said he would be. Orders from Fulke. I should show this to Basim once I've dealt with the others.
But yeah, there's 2 left. It's not really worth it because I think they both give you tungsten, which upgrades your weapons to the final tier, which is, you know, useful. It's not like it's worthless. And then once you do all of them, you will actually get another one, just like the hunting one, but instead of getting a bow or anything, you'll get a swordfish that you can use as a greatsword, which I don't really care about because that's one of those things where it's very immersion breaking. Like, while it is funny, it's very immersion breaking to use. So, you know, I don't plan on using it. And there's no achievement tied to it. I thought there was. I thought there was an achievement tied to wielding the swordfish, but it's not. It's one of the Ubisoft Club things. Actually, let's see, because where is it? It might be... Yeah, it's one of the Ubisoft Club rewards to use the swordfish. So, I mean, I don't care enough to do it. I mean, like, I have so many Ubisoft Club points that it makes 0 difference to me if I miss some. Now, granted, because it's in this game, it might very well give you it might give you some opals as well, but you know, I haven't had much luck in finding anything that I want to buy with opals lately. I think it's because, like, since they've released some new stuff in the Helix store. Is that what it's called, the Helix store? Microtransactions? Whatever. Since they released some new stuff in the store, that's what they've been putting. Like, right now, it seems like if I had wanted to, I could probably have the entire Hell's Damnation set, or Hell's, whatever the set is called. The one thing that I can buy right now is called, I'm pretty sure it's called Hell's Damnation, and it's a chess piece.
There, a scout.
Let's see if this works. That's a lot of fire, including sheep, apparently. But it does... Oh yeah, they're definitely on fire now. I mean, you can roll around all you want. I mean, stop, drop, and roll is a valid way to put out fire, but generally you don't want to do it while still like, they were rolling around in fire to try and put out the fire. I feel like that's not going to work. Oh yeah, also, I got a letter from somebody that we helped, and he gave me a bow as a present. It's alright. It's not a bad bow, but it's not something I really care about. It looks kind of cool. I'm assuming it was like the old guy that we helped find his girlfriend.
Basim and Guthrum will be waiting in the woods east of Porchester.
Alright, well. Go this way so that we're out of the restricted zone. And hope that these 3 scouts were the only ones. I don't know how they would already be there, all things considered. I mean, you'd assume that I would need to take the scouts out and then move the army into place, but I'm also not sure, because like I said, there was something that I read about doing this quest before. I want to say that city that we have unlocked up in north that we can go to, where if you do this quest first, somebody that takes part in that quest line is a part of this quest, and they can die here. And if they die here, then you can't complete the other one, because when they spawn in, they actually spawn the character in, not just like a version of it. So if the person dies here, then they spawn in dead there, and you can't do the quest line, but I don't know.
The scouts are dead, and you're safely encamped. I told you this would work.
Time will tell.
Any eye that saw you has been dimmed by death.
You are not short on confidence. That much is clear.
Leaders should not second-guess themselves. Nobody respects a tremble-hard.
I have known plenty as brash as you. Not many are left in this world.
I found something of interest on one of the scouts. Fulke has news of Croydon's fall. She's gathering men and supplies, perhaps to weather a siege.
If she is allowed to dig in at Porchester, it might be months before we can get Sigurd out.
Do you still say I'm reckless in my haste, Guthrum? Saxons! Saxons from the west!
I say your haste has put us squarely in the shit.
Fulke was forewarned. There must have been more scouts than we knew of.
What's done is done. Save your breath for the fight.
Yeah, I mean, we'll be fine. Now, at what point the person who can die has the option of dying, I don't know. I feel like everybody that we've seen now, we've already seen. Boosh. Goodbye to his head. Alright, I wasn't sure if that would actually kill him. Good to know it did. Nope. Armor, I'll loot that, because apparently I didn't kill that guy.
Don't let the fates throw you! They're giving ground! Push them back! The tide turns for us!
Of course it does. I am here after all. Boosh.
Eivor, this mess is of your making.
We kill them here, or behind the walls of Porchester. Either way, they die!
Ah. I still didn't kill him, eh? That did. Not this again. I kind of wish there was a way to like lower the frequency of these, because while they are cool, wow, that made it look like Eivor. I did not realize that. It makes it look like Eivor is wearing like crotchless pants. Let's revive you. Oh, he just got up by himself. Okay. And get rid of skirmisher. Nope. Come here. This won't kill you, but it'll definitely fuck you up. Goes you.
The Saxon falter! Run them down! Trample them into the mud! Fight!
Oh, kinsman, eh? Yeah? See how well you handle this. Well, you lived for a second.
Won't take long.
Oof, that had to suck for you. Seems like a lot of the fighting has like stopped. That guy looks like he died and that like killed the other guy and then died himself. Good God, now I'm just coming in and fucking cleaning up. Oh.
Time to die.
It's gotta be good enough, right? Bye to you. There we go. I had to kill way more of them than I thought I would have to.
Fall back, you dogs! Back to Porchester! They flee like rabbits!
Then we chase them like hounds. That ugly bastard's head is mine! Not if I get there first, slow arse.
Leave him! The day is already won!
Oh, let's see if this guy is actually...
No! Come on, then!
Death has found you, Saxon! You'll join your friends soon enough. Is it for that withered bag of skin you fight? For Sigurd the Sickly? If Sigurd dies today, I will find your corpse and piss on it.
Well, that was easy enough. Man, that new ability fucking kicks ass.
You bear your false deities like a plague to this land. But you know nothing of those who truly decide our fate. I decide your fate today, Saxon. I am ready for my final journey. Let me see what lies beyond.
Yeah,
When
okay.
you see your god, tell him I sent you.
He is
No,
dead,
apparently
Eivor.
Brother did die.
No, you are wounded, Broder. Let me bear your brother to the camp.
Alright, well, I mean, I feel like they're guaranteed to die here then. Which does make sense, because they are, I do believe, a part of... Was? Yeah, because with Oswald... Was Sigurd there? Is that where Sigurd got taken?
Valhalla. Even in death, he had to be first.
This crow feast is my...
I'm trying to remember if that's where... I don't think so. But I mean, obviously, like, they went in there during the cutscene. He died during the cutscene, so clearly this person isn't the one that I needed to be worried about dying. Well, that was nice, Eivor.
Reckless stripling! I warned you the risk was too great!
Peace, Guthrum. It is Fulke who merits your wrath, not Eivor.
You have not seen the half of my wrath. How many of my men now lie dead on account of this glory hoarder?
Many have died, my friend here among them. The fault is mine. Knowing that is shame enough.
Small comfort that is to the dead.
What happened here? Uba, Soma, you come at a black hour.
And too late to bloody our blades. More's the pity.
I hope to take Porchester with this one, but Fulke is forewarned now. I have no more appetite for this. I will go west.
Go then. But know you leave me in a time of need.
What you need is to swallow your pride, raven feeder. Listen to wiser heads than yours.
Eivor?
I will hear you, Guthrum Saxonbane, if you wish to speak your piece.
You want your Jarl back? You must be cold as frost. Bravery is your enemy as often as your friend. We do not dash ourselves against hopeless courses. We arrive unexpected, strike swift, gather your allies, pick your moment. Then, and only then, you crush them. You can triumph yet. Go with the wisdom of Odin, the power of Thor, the wit of Freya. Go and find your brother.
Guthrum spoke in anger, but there is wisdom in what he says.
I heard and heeded. I'm not too proud to admit my mistake.
Then there is wisdom in you as well.
We will wait for our allies before the final attack. Until then, we have work to do. First, we need a new camp. The Saxons think we have retreated, but we will draw even closer. Here.
Arrive unexpected.
Eadke, Stowe, right there ahead of me. Together, we will bring them down.
It brings me no pleasure to fight my own people. But a debt is a debt. We will leave immediately.
Besides, they're men of Wessex, Alfred's folk. No brothers of yours.
After that, we should strike at Fulke supplies all across Suthsexe.
Yes. If she is allowed to dig in at Portchester, we will lose our chance to rescue Sigurd.
The letter I found on the scout mentioned Bridgeworth, Guildeford, and Crowley.
They produce weapons in Crowley, food in Guildeford. Bridgeworth is a stronghold. Many Saxon swords there.
Uba, I need your axe arm at Guildeford. Soma, you and your men will aid me in Crowley.
Count on us.
I will go to Bridgeworth and take a measure of things there.
Good. I will join you after I've dealt with the Saxon camp.
A lion's heart and a crow's cunning. Guthrum judged you too swiftly.
We have work to do. Let's be about it.
Glad Soma's back. I honestly don't remember who the other guy is.
Soma and Uba, I apologize. I would have liked to offer better welcome after your long journey.
I'm only sorry we could not be here sooner.
We'll need a short while to organize the men. Then we'll set off as soon as we're able.
Now here is a welcome face. Soma. How fares Grantebridge?
We thrive, just as we did our first year. And I have you to thank for that.
The risk I took was far less than you're taking now. I thank you for heeding my call.
An oath is an oath, Eivor. Silver-gilded and ironclad.
Uber Ragnarsson, it puts me at ease to see you here.
Oh, that
Welcome.
guy. We
Eivor
killed his brother.
Wolfkiss tempts me with a swipe at Wessex. Who am I to resist?
Here we might finish the work your father began a decade back. Are you ready?
More than ready. I am hungry. What I would give to be there when he appears in Odin's hall. Old One-Eye will have his hands full tonight. But I cannot let my brother lie forgotten in unknown soil. I must take him home. Bury him with what finery I can muster.
I understand. May Freya watch your way, Broder. Until we meet again.
Aye. Until then.
Okay, so that looks like that's it for that. Alright, let's see. How long have we been going? Probably not that long, right? Yeah, half hour-ish. Okay, so let's go get our new camp. I will say, this is one of those situations where everything else Eivor has done seems to be fairly calm, cool, and calculated. And then they throw something like this in as part of like the main quest line, and he does something like very out of character for himself. Like, I get that he wants to save Sigurd, but it does seem to be fairly out of character for him to act like as rashly as he did, you know? But, you know, whatever. They're the developers. They're the ones who made the story. It's up to them, I guess. God. Okay. Also, where's Portchester? There's a monastery. There's an abbey. I don't actually see Portchester. There's Winchester and Hamptonshire. Monastery. Oh, there it is. Alright, so we're gonna move in, like, right across the fucking... Okay. Like, right across the road from them. Great! This is one of those things where it's like, oh, they won't be looking for us that close to their base. It's like, true, But they also don't have to. I mean, their men will be moving in and out of that base,
Isn't
and
it
any
pleasant?
one of them could take that road and be like, huh, that's a large army parked right across our doorstep.
Adke, Stowe, ready to attack?
I have reservations.
Sparrowheart has reservations.
Though Mercia wars often with Wessex, these people are Christians. Perhaps I can talk to them to avert more bloodshed.
I don't know. Should I do it? That seems awfully risky. Okay.
More lives than these are at stake, Stowe. You would warn them of our intention.
I understand. I promise my aid and I will keep my word.
Enough ringing of souls. Time to act.
Onward! Take the Saxons' camp!
I feel like that battle cry followed by immediately crouching and hiding in a bush didn't
Best not
really
to
go
draw
together.
attention here.
My, that is a not insignificant amount of dudes grouped around that fire. Ooh, see now, my issue with this guy is he's not standing up. I'm gonna do another ping, just to see what else is around the outside. And the fact that he's not standing up worries me, because that leads me to believe that Eivor won't pull him into the... Now he might. It might just, like, make the guy stand bolt upright and he'll get pulled in anyway, but... See now... And then there's this, where, like, I have these two guys, but as far as I'm aware, they won't assassinate people, you know?
What's going on?
I don't know, maybe you should check it out. I'm not, like, the whistle didn't come from inside the fucking cages.
You stop the damn cur! There's no escape!
Really? Why didn't it do the thing?
The Lord is my strength.
Well, I was hoping that that hadn't alerted everyone, but oh well. I was actually having a conversation about this. I say conversation, I mean, it was Facebook comment. About the stealth in this game, and like... I mean, a lot of people raised a lot of good points, whereas like the stealth is fairly worthless, because I mean, while it is obviously doable, it takes significantly longer to stealth your way through something than to just like say fuck it and just do this. Okay, you know what? If you're gonna be a real prick about it, just die already.
Remain steadfast.
No. Okay, what do you guys got?
Get round the side.
Yeah, get around the side. Ow. Little bitch. Boosh. Goodbye. Oh, you missed. Will you now? I don't think so. Yeah, what was that? Try again. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because yeah, like a lot of people were complaining, it's like, oh man, they like removed the stealth element in this game, and it's like, they did and they didn't. I mean, like, now here's the thing, right? I made a point that I feel, while valid, it was simultaneously not. It was simultaneously invalid because I was like, they just made the combat so easy that while you can stealth, there's really no reason to.
That wasn't so hard, was it, Stowe?
Even
Like because the combat is
I will see
too
about
easy,
destroying
but like,
Fulke's supplies.
but at the same time, it's like that's true, but it's also been true since like Brotherhood. Like Assassin's Creed 2, I think was the first one, or was like the last one that didn't have counter kill or chain kill or whatever, right? So I mean, realistically, that was the only one that, or like the first, because like the first one, you more or less needed the stealth. Like you didn't want to get into a fight in the first one, because getting into fights was pretty rough in the first one, from what I remember. I mean, obviously, it's been an insanely long time since I played it, so like it very well may be different.
Did we do the right thing here?
Also, that's not what I wanted to mark.
Try not to get lost now.
But like I still feel like, because like ever since Brotherhood, basically when they start giving you like chain kills and whatnot, stealth outside of, and I think that's like the main reason why people feel like it's lost its stealth now, is because they don't have like the I don't even like the sync challenges, right? Like because like in Brotherhood, and I don't remember if they were in 2 or not, but in like Brotherhood and on anyway, you had the sync challenges, right? Where it's like, do this mission, but then like do it this ways to get like full sync, right? And most of those revolved around doing stuff stealthily, right?
Won't be gentle if they spot me.
Now, since they removed that with Origins, or I guess even with Unity, maybe, I'm not sure if they had that in Unity. But since they removed it, at least with Origins, it's just made doing stealth even less useful, you know?
We're a town of farmers and shepherds. This place bristles with swords. One of them is a thane by his dress. Serious man with him, too. Went into the longhouse.
If we take care, we might avoid drawing the Thane's attention while we burn the grain silos.
Was that a jest? Bring them on! Been too long since I met a Saxon warrior worth half a shit.
Okay. So now we must burn the grain silos, which sounds easy enough. Now, Eivor wants to avoid getting detected by the big bad. Ubba obviously just wants to go and take him out. Me personally, I also want to go take him out. Now, I don't want to do like I'm assuming Ubba does and just fucking outright challenge him. But I wouldn't mind taking him out. Now, they said that he went into the longhouse, which is up here. Ooh my, that is a lot of soldiers. Alright. Go around this way. Don't know why that did that, but whatever. Now, I'm going to assume... I'm going to assume that there is going to be like a stealthy way to get into this place. Oh god. Oh good, I can climb it. I honestly wasn't sure if I'd be able to. Okay, so I can't get in any of this side. See if I can get in.
Little do they dream how close we have come.
See, I don't see anything there, or an entrance there. I'll check this side. If any of these are open. I don't think that it's something I can break. No. No. And no. And no, it does not look like I have a stealthy way to get
Little
in there.
do they dream how close we have come already.
Shit!
Apparently I set myself on fire. Means I also set the longhouse on fire.
It is hard to be quiet with you complaining.
Farmers and tradesmen. This land is ours for the taking.
Wait, was that meaning that somebody fucking saw me?
For the light! Shit! Have to repair that. Ah! That burns! Ah! Go out! Damn you!
Good God. I mean, this would suck if fire did any real damage. Come on now, kill this fucker.
No escaping your fate!
Yeah, they have.
They spotted us.
Well,
For that, I'm sick of skulking around. Now, where's the big man?
Rats!
pretty sure this is the big man. I don't know that for certain, but I mean, he is obviously a big man. Fuck you and your goddamn spear blocking. That seems to, nonsense.
I'll finish you.
Excuse me, there is a message for you.
God, does nobody fucking remember that, I have one day, right? That's basically, hey, don't text me during this, or, don't message me or anything during this period of time, because, that's when I record. And yet, it seems like every time, that's when everybody decides to message me. Alright, I don't actually know where the rest of the silos are. There's one. I'm going to assume that the big guy we took out was the big guy. I mean, obviously I have no proof of that because they didn't really... Oh.
Have a look, Sunan.
Oh, there's one way over there. I'm gonna run through the fire. I don't care enough to not. Oh, there's two more over there. No. Boosh. I wonder, can I? No. Well, I'm going to assume that if there's no body of water close enough for me to call the ship, that I'm not going to be able to start a raid here either. Okay. But it shouldn't matter. Got two things left to destroy.
You're dead.
What the fuck? Dude, why were you like fucking invincible? Like, good Christ.
Hey, what?
Whoosh. And then, huh.
Hey, what? Time has
Up
come
and
for
over.
you. Work with me. No.
Goodbye. Yeah? Boosh. Oh, wow. Alright. Damn, Eivor. Yeah, Banneret. That's what I think of you, and you know what?
With me.
So I think pulling them in obviously does quite a bit of damage and doing that. But I want to say that actually having them hit something else does seem to do more damage. Because I mean, like, I didn't even do half that guy's health when I pulled him towards me and did the thing. Oh, yeah, he stood no chance. Alright. But then, like, when I made him hit the wall, I guess, is what he hit. It did take out the rest of his health, so... Go, stay out of there. And kablooey.
Is it over? I was just working up a sweat.
There will be Saxons enough to test you in Porchester.
I will hold you to that. See you at the camp.
Okay. Next up. Where's this one? Cripple the garrison at Briggsworth. Destroys the supplies in Crawley. Well, let's go to Crawley first. Because I think that's where Soma is. I believe. But first, now that we're done another mission, let me check. Alright. So that'll be it for this part then. Because we are almost at an hour now. And I doubt that the next mission will be less than 10 minutes long. So we'll call it here. Next part, we'll meet up with Soma. We'll get rid of some more supplies, and we'll go meet up with the scene and cripple the garrison, and then we may have a siege. Either that or else there will be another step in between the two. But so far, that's all we got in a siege. So it could be just a two-part thing to save Sigurd, but I feel like that would be odd, to say the least. Because like you would assume that saving Sigurd would be like a much bigger deal and would take more than 2 hours to do, but who knows? We'll see. So thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you on Thursday for more.